Okay, here we are trying to figure out this next question here, which is calculate the size of PQR. This is all called Analytical Geometry, grade 11, and we're going to try and find PQR. Well, in the last two questions, we figured out that the gradient of PR is minus a half, and the gradient of PQ is equal to 4. Well, if we're talking about angles, there's this trick. If we want to find this angle here, it's called an angle of inclination, the angle that you bend from the horizontal up to the line. It's so easy because tangents and gradients are really the same thing. So if we've got the gradient of 4, we know the tangent of this angle. So all we do is go shift tan of 4, and we end up with the angle right there. There's beta. We get a mark just for doing that. We've got, this is going to help us get the answer. Okay, now we've got a big angle over here. It's a negative gradient, and it makes, from the horizontal bending around R, it makes a bigger angle. But still, just do the same thing. Go shift tan of minus a half, but you'll get a negative answer down here. That's a negative angle. What you have to do is add 180 to get this positive thing here. Because it forms a straight line, you know, about 180 degrees in a straight line, it should make some sense that if you want to get this big angle, you've got to add 180. Well, now we've got the two angles here. We've got an angle alpha, we've got an angle beta. We want to get this angle up here. But maybe we remember from grade 8 or 9 that the exterior angle of a triangle equals the opposite interior. These two angles added up. So this big angle equals this one plus this one. Well, that means if we took this big angle and we subtracted this, it would equal the angle QPR, this angle P over here. In fact, that's exactly what we do. We take QPR and we subtract the two angles, and we get the answer of 77,47 degrees. And I think it's always good to give a reason. So the reason this is working, it's the exterior angle of the triangle here that makes this work. Okay, well, that was a little bit of thinking to be able to do that. Let's see the next question. It's such an easy one. I think maybe we'll just do it, and then we'll talk a little bit about the next one here. The coordinates of the midpoint of PR, we're going to need it for another question. Well, there's PR. If you want to find the middle of any two things, you add them and divide by 2. That's an average. So all we do there's your P, there's your R. All we do is go for the X values, minus 1 plus 3 over 2. For the Y values, 2 plus 0 over 2. And what does that give you? That gives you minus 1 plus 3 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 plus 0 is 2. Divided by 2 is 1. It looks like the midpoint, which is right about there, is 1 along and 1 up. And hey, that kind of makes sense in the picture too. Okay, well, that's the second video. We might be able to finish the whole thing in 3 videos. Okay.